Hi, everyone. Thanks for let us sharing with you our startup. So my name is Valfi. I'm the co-founder and CEO of ProjAIX. We have with us today Tal, our CDO, and together with Yuval, we established ProjAIX. ProjAIX is a AI-powered image recognition platform. So quick intro about ourselves. We started in February 2020, just before COVID hits all of us. But we very quick we established a successful POCs in July 2020, and we got our first initial paying clients in December 20. We have 3 patents application in preparation. We are a fully self-funded company, so everything we did until now was basically based on our internal funds. We finished 2020 with total income of 50K, and our current MRR is 15K. And the image recognition market is going almost to double itself in the next several years, and it's already done more than 27 billion in 2019. And we are currently in our raising seed funding process. So we all understand that there is a big gap in AI industry, and one of the biggest problem is data. And the quality of the data is basically what's going to define our AI application and our machine learning, and the more the data is quality is the better for us. So eventually now, which everything is going towards visual, we understand that we need to find a way to accelerate and to close the gap between the visual and the application of the AI. And this is exactly what we ProjAIX trying to do. We're trying to simplify, accelerate, and reduce the cost and the resource in order to reach to a validated AI and machine learning application. So let's see what we have today in the market and how ProjAIX helps to solve the problem. So when you want to start any AI project or machine learning, you need a data. You can have the data, you can buy the data, you can even use third-party companies to generate the data for you. Once you have the data, of course, you need to cleanse it, you need to label that, you need to filter the data, and only then you can start training this data with any other third-party platform for auto machine learning and other prediction models. And eventually, if you have the time and the resource and the investment, you will get into the point that you have an AI application which you can validate against a real-world use case. So this is a very complex and very expensive, let's say, workflow. And we as a ProjAIX, we want to accelerate this process. And the way to do that, especially in the visual world, is to try to find the best and efficient answer in the fastest way to 3 questions: to detect the object, to identify the object, and to classify the object. And in that way, we actually close the gap in much efficient and faster way. So our goal and our revolution technology is to take this numerous amount of visual data, upload that into our imagery platform, and answer in a very fast and efficient way to the questions of object detection, object identification, and object classification. And once the customer or the client or the corporate or organization or software vendors have this answer, they can then use this data into their AI applications for the real-world use cases. So let's see how we do that, because this is an ongoing process. When you always need to update the data, you always get more information, and you always have more requests from the market. So the way we build our technology, and this is one of our patents that we have, is that we see it as like a virtual app store, when the customer can choose which classes, which categories, which features he wants to extract from the images. And once he defines this technical use case, it can be the vehicle type, it can be the maker, it can be the model, then he uploads this raw data into our cloud platform, and we provide him the outcome he needed, the outcome he expected. It can be JSON, XML, masking format for his AI application, for his real-world use case. It can be for automotive, it can be for insurtech, it can be for homeland security. It depends what he wants to do. So now, in that way, we can actually accelerate the development and the process of implementing and introducing new AI applications to the market. And this is basically what we are offering to our clients. So speaking about clients, let's see one of our use cases. A company named OMNIQ. This is a US-based company. They are dealing with mainly the automotive area, and they have different type of AI applications for parking and operations, security enforcement, access control, and many others. So this company has enough information, so they don't need really a company that will generate them the information, or they don't want to buy the information. They have enough of it. And they also definitely don't want to deal with human in the loop, because it takes a lot of resources, project management, and operation around it. So these companies are also not relevant for that. So the option left is to do it in-house with the most efficient way. But this efficient way is still very expensive. They had 3 full-time employees in Salt Lake City. They have 1 person in Israel, help them with the data preparation for the machine learning. They had the labeling team in offshore. And of course, they needed to build the whole pipeline in-house in order to extract the data. Once they switched to projects, it was much simpler. It was, of course, reduce the cost and the operational around it, but it also simplified the whole process by just log into projects, choose their industry, which was automotive in their case, choose the classes they want to deal with. It can be the car vehicle, the car make, the car color, the jurisdiction, or anything else, and choose the type of the outcome they want to use in order to implement that in their machine learning and their AI application. So eventually, the value that we provide to this customer was very clear, and this is why he's keep working with us, and we have more clients like him. It's ease of use, okay? They don't need the whole operation process around it. It's a codeless platform, so there is no special requirements for setup. There is no integration. It's really simple to work with us. The fast results, because we're working on a cloud-based environment and GPUs, and we are part of Nvidia Inception program. And eventually, the most important is, of course, the cost. I mean, 2x in cost reduction and 10x in volume. It means that the customer get more data he can process with our platform for less money. So eventually, this company can introduce new AI applications to the market, and of course, improve their existing AI applications they already have. So this is ProjAIX. We are truly believe that we are a revolutionary company in the computer vision and the AI industry. And if you have any question, guys, feel free, and I'll be more than happy to help you.